How you doing, Paul? Gory. How are you, bud? What's new to report in the world of Gory? Boop Lord. Hello, hello. Swansloon, thanks for 39 months. With Prime. Of course, of course. Take my money, brah. I won't say happily, but sure. Fine. Fine, I'll do it. Thanks for the Prime sub. That's the thing about a Prime sub, though. I'm not taking your money. I'm taking Jeff's money. So we take that. It's a good kind of transaction. How is Gory's cat? Okay, we need to get an answer. Rookit is not going to be okay without it. Water Power 100. Thanks for the 58 with Prime. Good morning there, Casino Duck, once again. Hitting us with the tier 3 to start things off. 10 months. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Gory hit... we were setting goals, Gory. Are you looking to participate? Chess goals for 2025. Are you setting any? Because Gory hit a nice goal at the end of 2024. So I wonder what he'll be shooting for next year. Crazy Head Gamer, thanks for the $10. Keep up the good work and the great content. Big source of improvement. Maybe inspiration for improvement. Never forget, brah. It's you. You're the source of improvement. We'll see Okito. I imagine at some point I'll play the tournament, but yeah, as I've mentioned a few times, not really playing Title Tuesday anymore. They have way too many things. Now they want you to hold your mouse in your left hand and right hand up in the air. Play with delay and emote only. It's too much. So we'll see. I'll probably play it at some point. Who knows? Just bound to happen, but not too interested in it at the moment. I'd like to, but too much of a headache. We've got some early chess TV here. Thought we'd play a little bit of chess. It's morning chess, so I promise nothing. We've got our lounge playlist. Yeah, I was inspired, I'm Unchained, except the problem is I left and no one's asking me to come back. So I'm starting to think you actually have to be an important person for that strategy to work. Hello to Bobby Blocks. How are you, bud? Denty Nice, thanks to the 9 with Prime. G5. Don't know about this. Allowing everything. Especially because I was kind of counting on this being good, but I guess he can respond with that. We have queen b3 now. I don't know. But it was stronger when the bishop was open. So this is probably incorrect. Maybe check and take is not crazy. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's crazy. We also have this move. Why didn't we do that last time? I was so like concerned about this, but oh my god, that was just so crushing. Now there's knight d4, so I guess we should probably take here now. Look like a pretty good option. Yeah, take knight b4. Not too sure how that position is. Yeah, taking on b6 earlier would have been, I think, quite smart. Wow. I guess that does work, eh? Bishop takes c7 is too janky of a move here. Rook a5 might have been a little bit better. Wait a minute. This is hanging. I didn't realize what's going on here. The coordination is very bad all of a sudden. Okay, we're down a lot of time, so I think the draw makes sense, but also if I'm playing black, the draw also makes sense. I wouldn't want to play this position on either because I can just play knight g4, knight h2 for 100 moves there. So I'm not sure who should play for a win here objectively in the time scramble because you're up a lot of time. It's pretty significant, 6 seconds, but it feels like I have moves that I can pre-move forever. This is actually the first time where I don't know if I'd rather be white or black, but Yeah, but rook takes g4 never works, right? Because if I'm pre-moving knight h2, then knight h2 will be impossible, and then I'll be able to take. So it's just about the safest set of pre-moves that you could do. I mean, you could get the king down here or something and like get a perfectly timed rook a2, but as soon as I see the king start going down here, I'll probably play h4. So I don't know. Seems like you could win or lose. Probably the first time where I'm not actually sure if I'd rather play white or black in this time scramble. Thanks for the 17 though, Okito. Gray Knight. Welcome back for nearly 4 years together. Tier 3, 47. Well, there's no point in using Stockfish because I'm factoring in the element of time, which the engine does not consider. Obviously, the position itself is a draw, which is kind of irrelevant. Gray Knight, thoughts on your Bs this year? Seems like there was a goalie fiasco initially. And then, I don't know, boys have just been slumping. It's like they're still a phenomenal team, but I don't know, man. Not doing that well this year. They're still like third in their division, but like doesn't feel good out there. Yeah, that's right. Got the paycheck. Handsome WJ. More than welcome. Cinco, and 60 in another Cinco. You found a way to use the word Cinco the most possible times, Twink Time. I'm really wondering how you're going to manage to fit it in next resub. 55 months from Twink Time. A couple quick Cincos. Thanks, Orlock Matt, for the 4 months with Prime. Moneybird 54 with Prime. Hot garbage is a fair description of the Bruins at any time. What do you think of the Leafs this year? Great night. Are we doing anything? Are you back? Are you back home, Guppy? Wherever home is, or are you still on the curb outside the club? Yep, that's true, Twink Time. But it's like what they say in relationships. You know, you got a phenomenal, like unbelievably thoughtful present for your first anniversary. Good luck for the second anniversary. You know, that's what happened when you do some good. The expectations are up now, Twink Time. Thank you there, Chess Explained. Always enjoy working with Mr. Canty. Yeah, you might even survive next month, Twink Time, but I don't know what you're going to do after that. How'd you survive the previous 54? You flew under the radar. This is my point. The bar was low. You were just chilling, resubbing, doing your thing. There was no pressure. But now that you've raised the stakes with a resub like that, it's on, you know? Good luck. Good luck to you. Definitely going to get E4 in. I almost thought that maybe he should have played f5 to, if not stop this, delay it. I think controlling that square can only be a good thing. And at the very least, if I'm weakening light squares, I do have a light square bishop, so I don't think it's all bad. Rook a6. It'll be time to move this rook pretty soon, if not now. So yeah, just don't want to allow b4, but I mean, you just move out of the way, and then it feels like those rooks don't look very good there. Okay, he does decide to go for this. This definitely does not seem like the right approach, but maybe knight f1, knight e3. Man, so many good moves. e5 takes. Everything looks like a decent option. Pretty much have to take that, so let's just get it over with. We could go here. I'll probably leave it for now, though. I need a target, so let's go here. I mean, this is extremely solid, and rook a2 only puts a little bit of pressure on that pawn. This move looks like it'll probably be good. Well, after king g7, it looks like it'll be even better. Yeah. Probably want to take that. I mean, this traps the bishop, but our knight's loose. We could go here, kind of greedy, really looking to trap the bishop, but I mean, I think at this point, just take our wins. Can take this as well. Probably need to get this one going. So now we have a position that should be easier to pre-move. Okay, now it should be. This is like a very easy pre-movable position. Very exciting. This guy's very happy to play. If I had more pieces, he would really be suffering. But you know, always exciting to see in 2025. People are still happy to shuffle their king. Be nice if we had a few more pieces there. But it's good, just good to do an oil check, you know? Because now I know if I happen to get this guy down the line, he will not be resigning. Just good to have a read on the opposition here. Let's see here. We're going to have to spend time on h6. Unfortunately, if I bring the king up, knight g5 is a crazy strong move. So I think we're going to either have to do this or bishop e7. Just do this. Bishop e7, rook c8. I think that's the plan. That's what you got to do, though. Trying to build a culture. Initially, I started with building habits. Now I'm looking to build a culture that people do not resign in. It's important. Then we move from building habits forward, and we convince people to resign by bullying them. But now we're back in the point where people are not resigning again. So this is good. The meta is shifting. We could go here. Do we want to go there? I don't know about that. This pawn looks kind of strong. Knight on c7 looks kind of bad. But we're a little bit behind in development here. It's not ideal. Oh, no. This is definitely not ideal. This is a major problem. Okay. I mean, obviously that's not good, but I still feel like it could be worse. I don't know. I'm not that bothered by this. I was more concerned about other pieces trading. Let's go here so we can play knight a6. We're also threatening perhaps to play b4. But yeah, knight against bishop, I'm not too bothered here. I'm maybe considering not playing b3 so that my king can get up and take this pawn. Yeah, I think we can just do this. any exchange, we should win the endgame. Maybe. I'm not sure, actually. Seems like it, though. Let's bring the king to b5 now. He's definitely lost now, so he's... got some work to do. Ooh, can we take this? Very tempting. I'll go here, though. It looks much stronger. So you see what I mean? If he had more time here, ooh, this might be something. Clearly, he's the type to play on. So at that point, if he had more time, maybe we could have done something. Oh, Meezy, thanks for the raid. I'm just looking at the time. I'm like, is that a Omeezy up late energy? Northrop, thanks for the 34 months with Prime. Gob, thanks for the 4 years, man. How's the chess going for you, Gob? How's the grind? Bishop here. I mean, I don't think bishop there really does anything. What's up, Z Nation? Knight p6 is a very weird looking move, but I suppose it's knight c4 or bust. I think we can go bishop c1 after bishop d6 here. Okay, he goes knight d6, probably the smarter move. Maybe there was a rook b4 moment there to be had. Not sure. Rook feels kind of awkward. I do want to play queen a4, I think. Not ideal. Rook here is just a little bit too slow, I think. But yeah, I don't think our bishop is that good here. This move is quite friendly, though. Queen d5. He wasn't really thinking about this one. I still have to deal with bishop d6 coming. Oh, so you see what I mean? There's tremendous potential here. I mean, he's going to just have to resign, right? Otherwise, it's happening for sure. This is tense moments here. Okay, we've got all of our pieces though. So now, the moment of truth. It's the new year. I haven't done this in a while. We have to go to blindfold. Oh, dude, it took so long to get to blindfold. Holy smokes. Where's blindfold? It took me forever, man. It's impossible. Because doing it again, that's not special. We've already done that. Blindfold is in pieces. I was in board. Okay, this is... Oh, you guys... Oh, no, you can't see it. Never mind. I was going to say, you can't even see what I'm doing here. Oh, no, you can't. See, this is annoying. Look, on full screen for some reason it shows, but here it doesn't. Like the drop-down menu. So, I'm in here trying to find blindfold. And I'm like, where the hell is it? But I'm in board. I need to be in pieces. And even when I was here, I was scrolling down. I couldn't find it forever. Finally, we hit blindfold, but it was too late. You know, it was too late at the end. By the time we got it, we only had, I think even if we did it perfectly, there was no hope at the end. You need probably, I think we worked it out, 2.6 seconds. By that time, we were low twos. He's a good candidate here, although it feels, there's something about him that feels almost a little undeserved, you know? It's like, this is the type of thing that I might succeed at, do it, and people will be like, man, I have a feeling you and this guy set this up. I'm not going to lie. There's something that just doesn't feel natural about it. Have you ever got that feeling? You're playing someone on chess.com and you play a couple moves, maybe you beat them one game, and then next game, they just start like intentionally hanging their queen and just like intentionally hanging every single piece. And you're like, I'm not even sure if I should win this game. It feels kind of nasty. Like, I feel like chess.com is going to come hunt me down here. Going to have to stop playing. I still would have done it to him. So it's probably 90% that it was a skill issue on the blindfold. So we went here, and we don't even have to scroll. Good to know. There you go. There's the blindfold. I feel like that's the next level of this. I feel like that's the next level of this checkmate. So has to happen. Is there a chance the guy doesn't know how to resign? Some people don't. The guys that watch Habits, this guy could be a Habits enjoyer. But that's what we were trying to do. Trying to get the blindfold pieces. It wasn't just sitting there for no reason. Oh, it's going to be a good one. But as with most things quantity sufficient, there's kind of a perfect opponent, perfect storm for it to happen. Still waiting for that. I'm not even sure if this really is what we want to do, you know, bringing the rook to the E file there. This is some salty clown stuff. Absolutely. Wait, what? This is bullet. Okay. It's bullet. Damn, that was a crazy move. Bullet is brutal. Had no idea. Mm. Insane draw. What? Malone Ranger. Great start off 2025 with a commuter stream. Hello, Malone. 111? Just making sure I had that number right. 111 from the Malone Ranger. We should be in better shape now. This move is not ideal. Not too proud of that. And he knows to put all his pawns on light squares too, so disaster. I don't want to take like that. No, I think we got to take this way. Thanks, Lightstruck, for the 55. Bibaman, 50 months. 10 times the amount of relationship lasts for you. 5 months. I got it. Holy, dude, all the resubs in at once here. What the heck? We hit the 2025 resub button. No more names, 87. Oh, could have taken with the C pawn there. This one should be normally on E2. Not the best there. D4 is quite something. This guy's got all the moves, doesn't he? Suppose we take. D4 didn't look like a very good move, but then Queen D8, Knight F4 was quite strong. And then he just hangs that. Smart to hang that, actually. Okay. A very normal conversion as well. We need to not call out these subs and see if we can get a win. Because I guess starting to feel like we can't. Lightstruck, thanks for the 55. And VNZ, thanks for the 4 years. The play seems pretty normal. I feel like we're just not playing well. Probably could have started with that. I think I would have preferred it a little bit more. I feel like usually I could not play well and still be doing better than we are. Yeah, that's also a good move. Like I really have focus, much more than expected. E6 is a really strange move. Resignation. Picking me apart here. But now the knight's threatened, and maybe so is d5. Very strange. They could have just taken and gone here. Huh. Interesting account. Just interesting. It seemed normal, to be honest. Just like, I don't know, very weird, wins and losses there. Because the moves feel very just regular. Very regular. Hmm. Correct. Aman, of course, we would be down a piece there, but he had, I think, 0 point something seconds, so it didn't really seem like too big of a risk. Oh my god, I didn't even see that. Jeez, that's brutal. We're definitely a player probably hundreds of points stronger than 2650 or wherever we found him. I mean, I play 2650s all the time. This is by far one of the strongest. Can't even call out a sub because I need every millisecond to not lose not lose easily here. No, bad timing on that. Let's go here. I'm definitely getting outplayed, it feels. Um, somehow it doesn't feel close. Very fast too. Seems like you should be 28 maybe. Probably getting bad value here. Thanks again, BNZ, Biberman, Lightstruck, Our RL, thanks for the 23. It's actually back to back because Ribs and Our both prime resubbing for 23 months. The alt account. Yep. Always possible to be the alt account. But I mean, when you see maybe 100 different accounts a day, they're going to be like alt accounts less than 5 of those times, probably less than 3. Then they're going to be sus the other percentage of the time. But people are making a lot of alt accounts these days. I've seen that. As I said, the account feels weird. Like there's nothing normal about this account, but the moves are not strange. They're just stronger. Like they're definitely not 2600. That's what's weird. I know pretty well the range of moves that 2600s should be finding, and he's definitely finding a lot. I mean, we got dominated in this match. I think we might have won it, but we got killed. He's probably just worth a bit more, but let's see. Yeah, so you can just kind of see rating graph is very upwards. So it looks like just a strong player. I think the accounts start at 2,000 if you say you're like an advanced player. Can't remember. So I think he started at 2,000 and just, yeah, very quickly went up, which means you know he's a good, like, it's clearly someone who's capable of that immediately. Because if you're 2,600 on an alt, I mean, you'll be up to 2,600 in a couple hours even. So interesting that it's someone who's capable of a 2460 level as well as I would say 2800 level. But yeah, just odd account. Even if it's a person on an alt, it's definitely just weird vibes, and certainly not good value to say the least. But we have all of 2025, so we're not attached to our ratings just yet. Soon there will be AI Twitch bots. Soon. You think there's no bots now? I've seen some of the things people type. I would be willing to say there are some bots already. You could be controlled by a bot right now. Hello, Theo. Thanks for the 10 gifted, Brazilian monk. That's a good way to start off the year. That will replace the rating we lost here, Brazilian monk. Yep, that'll do a good job. Ooh, C4. That one might have been annoying. I think this is more okay. Theo, thanks for the 100 bits. I'm not sure, Aman, but I'm just saying there are some potential suspects out there, definitely. This one might have been a good option. Here, there's queen d3. We can move the queen from a2 to threaten knight a2. It's another good option. Knight a2 is a nice threat. Feels like we have this. And we can throw in knight takes e3 and then take the exchange. So I think this is the only consideration. But we can take on c3, take on e4. And yeah, I don't think we want to do this. So we'll start by taking this one. Even knight h4 could be good, but let's keep it simple. Here allows the knight into d6. I think this is at least it's a decent idea here. I mean, this is not really a problem for him, so. Playing this because I'd rather not deal with stuff over there, but we're definitely handing over some good material here. Oh, wow. He took the way that I would basically want him to take. Ooh, I didn't see that, to be fair. Okay, the knight's coming. Can't do nothing about that. Okay, why is he so interested in trading with me? It's kind of odd. He's like very interested in it. Don't understand this move. Stopping knight c2. Geez, close game. Much more of a chance in this one. We're slowly getting people. They're not resigning. This is good. We're building them up. What will we see? Queen b6. Okay. We've seen this line before. Unless the status has changed, I think it should be pretty decent for white. I think e4 knight e5. Normally we see knight d7 there. Knight b3 makes sense. Rook c8, I think I'll take on c6. Rook takes just loses, so it needs to be pawn takes, and then we can snag another pawn here, perhaps. Also knight d4. Bishops look just very, very strong. So we could take either way, just kind of dominating here. This pawn's hanging. It's a very, very, very bad position there. They often go g3 here in these positions. Is it going to be e4? Very likely. Get castled. Okay, he's allowing bishop e2 here. Okay. We could also go here, h3. I don't know. Takes? Be 3 pieces for 2 rooks, and I'm not sure that that's... I'm not sure that's what we want. Probably just keep it simple. Go back. 69 months from Salty Clown. Nice. Nice. Go Salty. A3 is kind of a weird move. I don't understand that at all. Oh, there it is. The big reveal. Preventing rook takes a2. Rook a4, f3. I'm not sure what we're doing there. Knight g4, h3, knight e5. Could be. Not sure what we're doing there either, honestly. Because this square can be defended. We'll just do this. White's going to play f3 to be solid there. Thank you, Salty. Welcome back. Mr. Salty Clown. Also, this pins the pawn, so there's no f3 anymore. We have queen a5 maybe. So I think we'll see f3, but then we could probably just go d5. Because we have the pin now. Okay, here maybe bishop h3. I mean, everything is fine here. We can just go back, to be honest. Bishop takes, rook d8. Seems like something. And queen takes. I'm happy to trade queens, honestly. Ooh, tricky, tricky. Maybe queen f4, queen c2. Drop everything on f6 and play rook d2. It's very risky, but oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa. We're getting everyone in the routine. No resigning. Yep, it's all fun and games. Ha ha. No, of course not scrumptious. It's actually more suspicious if you guys don't suggest moves, because then we don't know how strong you are. So by making move suggestions, you guys are making the right decision. Queen c2 is the move, but I'm feeling a little lazy. I'm going to take. Once in a while, I decide to play this way. Leave this rook defending the pawn here. So this. We could put the knight on d1. We could like put the rooks on the second rank. Could also just bring this back. So I think that's probably what I'll go for. There's also bishop c7 here, which might be a nice tickle first, but I'll go here. Seems to make sense. Bishop can just be the only defender. Wow. Takes. Ah, interesting. I didn't consider this. So I think actually rook e3 is, there's some consideration for that. Problem is he can win the material and then sack it back. Otherwise I would do it. Yeah, takes rook b1, rook b3 is just not great. I can't find any counterplay here. There's nothing to do. d5 is like the only thing. Maybe d5 now. Definitely lost, but okay. I think that was, yeah, I don't care about that pawn. No, we have a real chance to win now. Of course, we might still be losing, but at least the rook can go here, and we'll get our pawns there before he's making a queen, I think. So objectively harder to play for black, I would say. I wouldn't want to deal with this. He has to play this or this. Yeah, he really choked that. The two center pawns can be dangerous, but he needed to start pushing a pass pawn. His huge mistake was going after the a pawn. Such a useless pawn to win. He had 3 connected pass pawns, and he went to go take another pawn. It's like, no. At that point, it's about the quality. We'll just go a6. h3 is a nice safe move by him. Can even consider e5. So I think knight e4 was played at the right time. Hmm. Um, I don't know about this actually. Leaving the A pawn loose doesn't feel great. Yeah, he does go here. You kind of have to take that. Oh, he takes with the pawn. Okay. Maybe knight h5. Knight h7 is probably the safest move that we have available. And queen c2 we have if the queen moves. Okay, that's fair. Just trading everything. Because our queen's a little bit offside here. Only down a minute. Okay, this is turning around a little bit here. 20 subs from Pierre. Thank you, Pierre Abelard. Well, now he goes for the trade. We can play b5 here. Not ideal, but, you know, with 20 seconds, we can probably make it work. It's really good for us. He probably thinks he has a4 here, but he does not. Now it should be lost. Thank you, Pierre. Glad we could get the win for you, buddy. Good to see you, Pierre Abelard. Never feels good to take an L when the gifties come in. Best wishes for 2025. Thank you. We were discussing goals, Pierre. Not even sure if you're a chess player, to be honest. But if so, you may be interested in contributing some of your own. I'm not sure I've ever seen Pierre play a game. Yep, that's a good tip, Boner Pole. That's always one that I recommend. Okay. I'm trying to think what we want to do here. Incredibly unpleasant position. You're an adult improver. No shame in that. No shame in that. Ooh, I think I'm happy to see that. Probably knight e3 next. Got a castle at some point, right? I mean, he has really easy ways to attack after that, so I'm not really excited about it, but what else are we going to do? Adult improver means you're unemployed. It does make sense when you say it like that. Probably should have taken here and then moved the king. Just to get an open file, maybe some trades. Although, as I've said, I don't really like our position here regardless. Some pieces are showing up on some tough squares soon. And there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, makes sense. Problem with the position is that he can do things like this. Like, that's how you know the position's wonky for us. When things like that are just even possible. I guess. I mean, this looks pretty brutal, but okay, this is looking a little bit better. Yeah, because our king should be able to just hide there. Maybe double the rooks, king a1. Ooh, he's trading. Okay, then things are obviously looking up here. Means we're firmly in the lead. Maybe even h4 could be an idea. Queen b6 is quite the move. Queen b6. I mean, I guess he didn't have many moves anyway. He was almost out of moves there, now that I'm thinking about it. Just got our lounge playlist on right now. It's on our Spotify. You can take a listen. D5. We should take. Knight c6. Probably a5. Yeah, this one you can't really stop, so just happens. Bishop f5, maybe knight b4. Kind of goes well with that. I suspect he'll play something like bishop f1 here. He might go c5. I don't think we're the most scared of that. He takes, which means we actually have an option to play knight b4 here as an interesting move. And maybe as a more standard move, we could just take the pawn back and stop trying to be a hero. But knight b4 is intriguing. Mainly because worst case, we can just take the pawn back. So may as well. So now I think he has to, tie himself up here with knight d2. We have knight c3 coming, so I think we're winning some material here. So his best bet is probably just to leave the rook there. He'll probably play like g3 or something. Bishop f3 makes sense. Let's guard this knight. That's a square I do not want being used. I was even thinking of knight f6. Actually kind of looks like a nice move here. Try to get some trades, bring the bishop to d5. Yeah, I can't do it right away. We can maybe do this. This should win the game. Still some work to do. Wouldn't say this is completely simple, but oh, we're still playing. My fault. I didn't realize. Ooh, this is going to be a tough ask. Oof, I don't think we have enough time. I don't think we have enough time. Damn. Tough ask. If I had a little bit more time, it's good to know this guy would have played on. That's just not enough time to promote all these pawns and make it happen. Gotta be realistic. B-Pone, thanks for the 14 months with Prime. All right, he's leaving after 7 games, so he's officially on the run. Aman, you think I care about an adoption, dude? You know how many times I've adopted someone? I'm completely numb to the sensation. I'm looking for Mona Lisa mates, dude. The fact that you think I care more about an adoption than a Mona Lisa, that speaks volumes about you. Would you rather adopt someone or get the Mona Lisa? Even just a sniff, a whiff, an opportunity. Even if the door shuts on me, just chasing that high. Oh, we've had so many Blitz adoptions, Tommy J. Obviously, they're more rare, but they are aplenty. My commentary is too slow. I'll take that feedback into consideration. Titled players welcome to register for the freestyle Weissenhaus play-in. Starts in 43 minutes. 10 minutes, 2-second increment. Freestyle chess play-in. Ay, ay, ay. This looks brutal. 10 plus 2, 960. No, this is 2025. I gotta think about myself here. Do the things that bring you joy. Do the things that bring you joy. Gotta remember that. It is almost factor time. I'm about to heat up another banger. That's right, Josh Dang. Join me. Join me on the factor. No, 10 plus 2, 960 is not getting me excited here. So, you guys may have recalled yesterday. Chess Boro. We got dunked on by this account. This was our first game of 2025. Yes. First game of 2025. I mean, it says closed for some kind of abuse. I imagine it could be any number of things. Sandbagging, etc. Smurf, I'm not sure. But shocking, of course. We're all surprised that the first game of 2025 was a now closed account. Who could have predicted that? Who could have predicted that? I don't know about this 10 plus 2. I think I'm going to have to bow out of that. What a way to start out 2025. There you go. Just got word the black trucks pulled up, the SUVs are there. So that's going to be the type of year we're going to have. It's been confirmed now. We can look forward to that. First game of 2025 for me was against the band account. What about you guys? Does anyone have that? It's quite the achievement. Maybe even bishop there was in order. Nah, he does have that. I realized at the last second we had rookie 1 there. That's too bad. Our knight didn't really have anywhere to go there, so we kind of had to put ourselves back in a pin. Oh, he's declining. Yeah, I think most of the guys around this rating won't play too many games, so it's good to see that hasn't changed. Absolutely not Polar Summit. Absolutely not. Oh, smurfing is allowed. Absolutely. But the reason that I can both do it and then be like, is because most of the times that it happens, it's in a case where it's not supposed to. Like the average person is not encouraged to multi-account on chess.com, right? Like it's not allowed. It isn't something that they'd want to encourage. I do that. I do smurf. I do things like that, but I do it with chess.com's approval to do it. Whereas most of the people that make smurf accounts are probably not supposed to. You're really only supposed to have one chess.com account. So not only do I get chess.com's approval to smurf, but we also return all the rating points at the end. So that's why I don't think it's quite hypocritical for someone to maybe do the smurfing in an approved way, but yet still be against it in an unapproved way. It's true, boner pull. I'm not sure if that's everyone though. For titled players, you can definitely have one public and one private account, aka like a main account with your name attached and a random account, whatever you want, that's hidden. Which makes sense because some people want to practice whatever, like their openings in private. So I think two makes sense. Everyone has like maybe a mobile and a desktop account, a troll openings and a serious account, whatever. But I think once you pass two, it's understandable that they'd want to dissuade that. Thanks, Zoya, the Destroyer. Well, John Galt, if we're lowering the bar, don't forget about the copycat speed run. That was a classic. Lots to learn there. Needy RM3, thanks for the 35 months. Getting close to the sub goal. It's almost time for a factor. It's almost lunchtime. We started early, so getting there. Yeah, the copycat speedrun, tons for people to learn from that. That was a modern day classic. That's another one. Top GM, yep. That's another reason having a blindfold account, some people do. H6. Bishop A6. I think we facilitated this move. Did not need to do that. It looks like we can win D6, but we also drop A2. So I don't think that's too special. We'll see if this is smart. Keeping the bishop on the board. G6, we're going to sack, of course, and that sack feels like it's quite good for us. I think we want to push this h-pawn, h4, h5, at least h4 to have an escape square. I wouldn't necessarily mind trading these bishops now. Bring the bishop back to civilization, maybe. Okay, as I said, I'm not that opposed to trade now. Pawns are on the good squares for these bishops. And the knight on b7 is definitely bad. Like queen c6, for example, would be a nice move. So here it's going to be check, knight there. And then queen e8, it's actually defended. I think we'll still give it a go, though. Such a weird move, knight d8, but king has this square. I think we want to play this move next. A3, we can take on e4. Your Blitz goal from last stream. Wonderful, Brett. We made it a command, so you can just do exclamation mark goals. That should work. B4. At some point we'll go take that, I think. I don't really play the Pierts, no. I'm not really an expert there at that particular opening. I think this move is coming. I think he's playing a good game right now. We'll have to play that. Bishop h3, he's basically doing all the good ideas, the typical moves. All the standard plans are being executed by him. go ahead and take this. Yeah, takes. I don't think you want to get into that position, but it's more because of this, actually. Takes on d7. Yeah, let's block this diagonal. Still, as I'm saying, like, he's playing well. This is the type of game that you want, I think. Bishops are very strong here. Very strong. Tim Cannon, 25. 35 months, tier 3. That means Tim TV's being renewed. Big rejoice. Got to be queen e2 here. I think it's the only move. Rook a8, maybe also c6. Can we take this? There is a queen b3, but then the knight hangs. I think we just have to trust that we can take this. What is that, a new membership? I know that sound. New premium membership using the bra link. Kind of like this. Cheeky move. Seems to make some threats. Yeah, that's why I played it. That's why I played it. Zoya the Destroyer. Thanks for the new sub. Welcome in. The cheeky queen a7 worked. Tim, is that an official announcement? The 2025 resub? Is Tim TV back on for another season? People have heard rumors of, 2,100 goals, but they haven't seen pen to paper. And the people are clamoring. They're at the door. Network television is in need of a big season. Let's go. Team TV back for another one. Yeah, I should have pre-moved Kipo. If I was playing a low-rated player, queen takes f2, pre-move, win. But honestly, if you go too low, the opponent wouldn't realize the bishop was hanging. So they wouldn't even move the knight. You'd be impressed? You're not impressed now, Tommy J, just to be clear. At 2,100, you'd be impressed by Tim. But right now, average guy. Average guy, Mr. Tim Cannon. So we got some goals ourselves. Blitz, bullet, rapid, puzzles, puzzle rush, and we even have a geo goal. But that's a sweaty one. $2,000, you'd be excited. 2,100, proud. Yeah, I think the truth is, while 2,100 may be Tim's goal, 2,000 is really the page turner. It may not be the season finale, but it's certainly the peak of the show. Because 2,000, I mean, you're most likely not going to hit a bigger digit in the first column there than 2. So you only turn that page once. I agree, Lolly. Very attainable, for sure. Well, it depends what you're asking, Tarnish. Are you talking about online? Are you talking about real ratings? Are you talking about onlinechess.com? Are you talking about online lead chess? Like, yeah, I remember it too, Ivan 2K. I remember hitting 2000 on a computer back in the day. Uh, Everybody know about Simpatico, you know? The homies, shout out the homies at Simpatico, holding it down. The phone couldn't be on because the internet was on. I was on WCN. I hit 2000. I was a kiddo. Very memorable experience. Like I said, you only turn the page from 1 to 2 once, so it's a good goal. BSVGU, I certainly do, and I think you have a pretty good example to go off of. It's not something that I recommend just because I have a course. I have a course because it's something I recommend, right? I do that. I play the London. It's a huge reason I became a grandmaster. And recently I went through every single variation, every single setup, found great ways to answer them, found a couple new novelties. Your 2K, I think you can do a lot of damage with something like that. Because I still use that systematic approach with great effect. So yeah, I do have a London course. I have a London series if you just want like an introduction, but I will say for 2000 plus, for your level, maybe it's a bit out of date. There's some good stuff there on YouTube for free, but it's not the dedicated, full, like complete guide that you're obviously paying for with the course. So I do have the London course there. Could be interested. But in terms of recommending the London, I think it's a great opening, easy to learn. The important thing, though, is to learn the things that are in the course, because it's very easy to think that the London is just like a couple moves and then it's free for all. When there's actually quite a lot of theory to the London, quite a lot of important knowledge that you need to have, like which pieces to trade, which structures to go for, and certain move orders so you don't get in a bad position. Make sure your opponent never breaks with e5. So early queen b6, right? When your opponents bring that queen out against you in the London, being able to handle that with supreme confidence so you never mess that up. So yeah, all that's covered in the course. And I mean, hey, you're asking me, do I recommend it? Of course I do. How do I rate the Jobava London compared to the normal London? I actually did a whole course myself learning the Jobava London. So I've experienced both sides. I prefer the tried and tested London, the classic setup with the pawns in the V formation, supporting the pawn on d4. And I think in general, you probably need to be a stronger player to play the Jobava London, because at the end of the day, knight on c3, pawn on d4 is not a good that's not a good setup. It isn't. It can work in the Jobava London, but objectively it's not good. So it needs justification. Like as soon as you do it, you need to know what you're doing. Whereas with the London, it's good. It's a good structure, right? It's a good position. So there's less pressure. So I find the Jobava is much more memorization, like important that you get lines right. Both are good, but I think you need to be probably a stronger player to play the Jobava London than just the regular. King's Indian Defense. We have a YouTube speedrun series about it, which would be a good start. It's out there for free for you to watch, going up all the rating levels. But other than that, nope. Wouldn't know Wouldn't know what to say in terms of the course. Similar to London setup for black. Not really, man. Unfortunately. Um, but the closest thing that I do is against e4. I pretty much always play b6, but I don't really have a course out for you on that. But I do have a couple YouTube speedruns. There's the Fianchetto only series. And then there was another series. Can't remember what it was, but when I played with the black side, I always did that. But the Fianchetto only series, I think, would be a good one to check out. It's the closest thing I got. You can't play systems with black because white can play so many different first moves that it's kind of impossible. There's no gambit only series, no. Gets too chaotic. I don't like doing series where there's like 10 different openings featured. I prefer just focus on one opening, and then if you ever want to learn that, you just watch that series and that's all that gets discussed. And then you get to see how that opening works against every single setup, every single rating. It's like a complete guide. But a gambit speed run where like you're just doing like one gambit this time, a different gambit that time. It's like by the time I get from 0 to 2800, I might have played each gambit like 10 times. That's not a big sample size. So I like doing speed runs where I play one opening, and that way I have like 500 games in one opening, and then you really learn how to play it. It's a good one, Pawn Nugget. Yeah, the Fianchetto series is feel good about that. You can use it with both sides, and it kind of transitions into King's Indian type of positions as well a little bit. So, Craig, thanks for the 66 months. I'm 145. Thank you for the 47 months. Welcome in, Craig. Good morning, Sandy. Good to see you in this 2025. Are you talking about Schrantz boner pull? I'm not sure who Schultz is, unless that's an opening. $59 months. Hello, Shiz No Ninja. Happy birthday. Thank you. You gotta get them in today because it was pretty much exactly a week ago, so it's the last day I'll be accepting them. They will, Craig. Rejected and redirected, for sure. We can almost grab a quick lunch break soon. We'll keep oil checking the puzzles here. We're trying to hit that sub goal so we can eat. God, it's tough out here. Tough life. Nasty mouse slip. Hmm. thought that and rook f5. Oh, rook g8 and rook. Sorry, rook f4. Rook g8 and rook f4 is the answer. Jeez, what a struggle. This is such a bad run because it was actually very good, but we hit a mouse slip and then we legit got one wrong. So all of a sudden it's a poor run. Ay, ay, ay. What the hell's going on here? I'm lost. Completely lost. Such a confusing one. I suppose there's queen there, but we have rook h6. I'm not sure what this one is. Real shame. This one up here, this mouse slip, kind of hurt us. Would have had a decent shot. We would have had an extra mistake to spare, but still, getting to 61 is quite a ways away. 51 is not that impressive because this is 5 minute. I have a 51, for example, in 3 minutes, so it's definitely no good. Not that easy. That's definitely not easy, whatever we just saw there. Very easy to have blundered that last one. Like, I honestly want to just go here. It's crazy. I don't really see the problem with that. We're fighting here. Is there a threat? Sort of. What? Ooh, that's a weird one. Oh my god, there's so many moves here. I guess there's knight e4 coming. Here, knight there. Oh, what? Didn't play knight b1? What the hell? What? Jeez. Man, those got so tough at the end. So tough at the end. Triple T stream. Thanks for the 4 years. 48 months, Triple T. Almost 5 years from Shizno. Yes, 59. That's good. That's good. Your survival's only 54. Ooh, sorry about that, brah. We're getting closer. Tim, we can almost eat. We can almost eat. This is big. Just working our way up to the work from home lunch break. Only 7 more subs to unlock food. That's why I'm getting scores like 56. I'm out here, hands and knees. I'm working for food here. It's a survival thing. Okay. By the way, very weird one. $95. Ay, ay, ay. That was no good. I'm so confused here. Can't quite do that, but this works. This just kind of has to be the move, right? Mm. What do we do about this? H5 traps the queen. Silly. Yeah, that run was scuffed at the end. I'm not sure what marks do we need to be hitting here. We're at 45 with 2 minutes left. That feels okay. But I'm not sure. What are the what do we need to be hitting at which points? Burry Boy 29 with a new prime sub. Okay, Burry Boy. Man. 69? I don't think I have it in me, man. Not in these 5 minutes. Not in these 5 minutes. $50 by 2 minutes would be very good. But at that point, you're almost favorite to get the like to hit it, right? Just the triple stack right there. Hmm. This is exactly, I mean, I saw it was hanging, but I was like, oh, it's the same, but we were pinned. Exactly what you should fall into there. Nasty. Knight d4 or knight f4? Knight f4. Oh my god, because you can play king there, king there. Ah, yeah, okay, this is not a good run. That wins a piece, by the way. Knight b6. Somehow that's going to be incorrect, though. But that run was dead. Queen is hanging. I hate those problems. It's so annoying. Queen is just sitting there completely hanging. They want me to realize that. Can't really go here, can we? I mean, we could just go there, but I assume that's gonna not be good enough. What? Oof. What is this? It's a funny one. We're way behind pace, I can already tell. No idea. No idea. This doesn't seem to do anything. Takes and... Oh, queen here? Damn. Damn. That was kind of dirty. What the fuck was that? Damn, that one was... This is one of the nastier problems I've seen. Knight g3 takes and queen g6. Oof. Yep, that's a nice one. I'm a fan. Like, you're sacking for this trick, you get it, but to achieve it with queen g6 is just dirty. This is like, the pattern and then some. Itachi, 30 months with Prime, welcome back. Itachi also, I believe, a recent unban on Kick. So I can say we're headed there, Itachi. We're going straight there, my guy. Now that you've been unbanned, it's safe. It is. If they don't take with the bishop, well, after queen here, you're threatening some checkmates. So it's pretty hard to stop. Already? Well, it was just till the new year, right? Asuktian, thanks for the 5 months. Kunglossian, 61 tier 3. We got some new subs today for the first time. Young and old. We had Burry Boy, brand new. Kunglossian, tier 3, 61. It's almost time for Factor. Almost time. Just 3 more subs. This move is kind of whatever. You just take with the pawn and you make the same threats. But I think that's a satisfying one. One of the nicer ones I've seen. Can't take that. So it has to be this. It's the only move. Are we taking that? Why does it look like we're supposed to take it? Ah, with the queen, of course. Didn't even see that. If we take, let's just run. I don't really see it. It's pinned. I definitely don't see this. Can't be that because of queen takes? Ah. Dude, these are starting to get tough. What the fuck? But there's no other moves. Dude. Oh my God. Sorry, what? Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. This just started to get insanely tough. Choked. Or no, I thought they started to get tough. They weren't that difficult in hindsight, but man, there's one I spent just like forever on. Can't remember what it was. This one I should have got quicker. This one we actually got wrong. Even now, I'm not sure I quite understand. Like, obviously, it's the other rook, but... Oh, no, it's not. Okay, both rooks suck. It's... yeah, never mind. Anyway, it's my mating pattern, but just queening first, so we can't retreat. I thought that it didn't matter which rook, because we would play rook a1 and win, but... And I used this rook so that the queen couldn't block on a3. But we need to promote first. Need to promote first. Oh, we can eat. Hang on. Hang on. We didn't need to do this. No, I'm overworking here. We're at 69. We're allowed to eat. This is unnecessary, what we're doing here. Nah. I said, where's my check? Fuck at these problems. King f4, dude. Oh, man. Brutal. Brutal. Oh, just take. Oh, yeah. That was a very good run, I would say, but now we have to cut it short. and redo. Some of the most insane problems there. Not even sure what we were solving. Really, that one pattern will get you pretty far. Hang on a sec. What? It's just hanging rook. I hate these problems. Can probably just take this. Man, not this again. Bishop d4 and then mate. Oh no. Man. Dude. This was a troll. Yeah, this was a really easy one. Really easy one. We choked. Once we got this wrong, the whole thing was very fast run. It felt like, I mean, I never know, but it felt like, yeah, bishop d4. The problem was I was seeing this and I was like, oh, this is great. We win a piece. And then I was like, oh no, we win a piece and we have mate. This is perfect. It's like here we win a piece or we have mate, but then once you realize that there's a mate, you can just do it more forcing. Unfortunate. All right, it is time for my food. We're permitted. Blunderbra, thanks for the 81 months. Lally, thanks for gifting a sub. Good to see you, Blunderbra. And Phoebe Witt, thanks for the 15 with Prime. Let it be known, Phoebe was the 69th sub. The reason that I'm about to go make some factor. Shall never forget. Exclamation mark factor. Yeah, it wasn't the 68 before. It was the 69th. That's the only one. The one that really shifted the scales there. Okay. You guys know what time it is. Time to eat. We're working from home, which means this is a union approved heat up some factor lunch break, which also means we're going to head over to Kick, where we're going to spend the rest of our day. So, exclamation mark Kick, that's where you can find us. especially as we start the new year. A definite reminder to everybody who does not have a Kick account to make one, but also to those who do not have a Kick account that's following Chessbra. Follow us. We are streaming quite often on Kick, even more than we are on Twitch. So if you log on Twitch, you're like, oh man, the guys aren't on. Or if you're like, man, when the hell's the last time Eric streamed? I never see him stream anymore. Well, he probably streamed yesterday. He might have just been streaming on Kick. So you can answer all those questions and many more with a Kick account and a Kick follow. So that's the channel, kick.com/chessbra. That's where I'm going to be streaming right now. So I'm going to end the stream here. And in a couple of seconds, I'm going to start it up on Kick. I'm going to make some food. Shout out Factor, !Factor. If you want 50% off meals delivered to your door, you don't even have to cook them. You just heat them up in the microwave for a couple minutes, which is what I'm about to do right now. So if you're in the US, we got a whopping 50% discount to offer you. I use it myself, and I've used it even before the discount. So I pay full price for this stuff, but yet, because you guys matter more than I do, I'm here to offer you